Good afternoon, traders. It is Wednesday, October 1st, 2014, and the U.S. stock market is closed. You know, I am happy today, and it may sound weird that I'm happy on a day that we lost over $5,000 in closed out trades, but you know, we had $5,000 in open trade loss yesterday, and considering that we came into the day with that kind of loss and the Dow fell 238 points and we got out basically at the same about the same amount that we had yesterday on the close, that's pretty good. It was pretty amazing with the Dow dropping 237 points. Well, first of all, we had 6 for 6 losers yesterday, and we actually ended up making small profits in 2 of those. So 2 of the trades actually went slightly good, and the rest, of course, went into the tank. But we got out of this pretty good. You know, with 6 positions on and the Dow dropping 238 points, you know, we could get really chewed up in that, and we didn't get chewed up. And of course, I'm delighted that the Dow dropped that far today. You know, it really fell out of bed, and it's way below 17,000 now. I feel really good about that, and we may be getting fairly close to a point where we can start buying again and buy with some confidence. Yesterday I was just tearing out my hair because where that Dow was hanging was just a suicide area for us, and I said yesterday it can't go up from here, and it didn't go up from there. It fell 238 points, which is good. So I'm happy. Let me show you this chart, so I might be able to explain this a little more. Okay, we're looking at the Dow here, and you can, if we go back here, this is the cat ears, as I call them, and that's where we hit all-time record highs on the Dow. Now, that was only 9 days ago, and we've had quite a slide here, and where it closed today is actually 550 points below the top of the cat ears here. So that's good. I would still like to see this thing drop at least 200 more points before I'm going to have a lot of confidence about our buying. But we made some real progress here with this thing selling off today. You know, I wanted to definitely get out of this range of my 4 red lines here, because we're not going to make anything while this market is in this range. We get down here and it's looking a lot better, but it'd look even better if this could drop another 200-300 points from here. So that's what I'm hoping for. It was interesting. I thought we were going to get through today without buying anything, and then midway through the day or so, we got into Horizon Pharma, which is about the worst market I could think that I'd want to get into today, and it is a loss of about $1,200 open trade. Unfortunately, that happened. I'm still not discouraged by this. You know, we're getting these, we are losing money every day. If you're watching my videos, you realize we're losing money every day, but we're not losing huge amounts. And this is what we have to go through, waiting for the big turnaround. The big turnaround is coming. I'm going to absolutely tell you, we're going to have 20,000 plus day here pretty soon, I think. But we got to get this thing down so that we're buying at levels that have some profitability to them. I showed you negative trades yesterday. I'm going to show you 2 positive trades today, and they're not great trades by any means, but they nevertheless, these represent stocks that we had bought yesterday that were negative on the close yesterday, and they did go to a small profit. This first one was InvenSense, and it had a good pop up here yesterday. We got into it. It ended up closing slightly negative, and it zigged and zagged around here, but where we did get out of here, we got $600-700 out of it. So any kind of profit is good on a day like today. So we were happy with InvenSense. It went to a profit. And then the other one I want to show you is Westmoreland Coal. Let's see here. I'm in the wrong area here. Here we go. This is Westmoreland Coal, and we had bought this yesterday very close to the close, and it had also closed just slightly against us. And if we had a crystal ball, we would have liked to sold it right up there on the open. But of course, again, we're in this market environment where anything that goes up too high gets sold, and that's what happened with the Westmoreland Coal. It opened way up here, and they immediately sold it down. The first 15 minutes, it looked like it was going into the tank like everything else that seems to happen lately. But it did rally, and we got out of here almost at the top of this little bump here, and we did take about $1,000 out of Westmoreland Coal. So anyway, I'm happy. I'm happy because that Dow got stomped on today. I hope and pray it gets stomped on tomorrow. I got this feeling we're going to get another phony rally tomorrow. Just pray to God we don't get into much stuff, because I think it's too early to be buying. Anyway, that's the way it went on Wednesday. This is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you tomorrow on Thursday.